Look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's Superman. No, it's actually flock cameras watching the highways, the streets, the alleys. Everywhere a vehicle can go, you might find these cameras. Excuse me, what are flock cameras used for? Flock cameras are used for automated license plate recognition, video surveillance, and gunfire locator. That's right, gunfire locator. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Let's look at a couple of short videos and discuss it. The first video is of a situation where the police department accused a lady of stealing a package, and the police stated they used flock cameras to track her. Also, pay close attention to how sure the police were of her stealing because of these cameras.
A Denver woman says that she was wrongfully accused of theft after police tracked her car using flock cameras.
Now, the camera system has been a point of controversy over privacy concerns, but it's been a praised tool by police who've used it successfully to track down suspects and make arrests.
But after the system was used to accuse her of a crime, one woman is warning everyone to have cameras of their own. Fox 31's Anna Kuhn sat down with her and has her story tonight. Anna?
Hey guys, well, the Columbine Valley police chief has since voided the court summons against this woman, but she says she never should have been accused in the first place. She says her car was never at the address where that package was stolen.
You know we have cameras in that town and you can't get a breath of fresh air in or out of that place without us knowing, correct?
On September 27th, the Columbine Valley police officer came to Chrisanna Elser's door and issued her a summons to appear in court, accusing her of stealing a $25 package in the town of Bomar. The officer said he had doorbell video of the theft and had tracked her car in the area using flock cameras.
It is locked in. There is zero doubt. I wouldn't have come here unless I was 100% sure. 100%.
The only problem with this case, she wasn't there, and she had the evidence to prove it. Dash camera video from her car, a log of her location from Google Maps, and doorbell video of her walking into her tailor's house when the package was stolen.
He just kept telling me that any evidence I had wasn't worth it.
Because you have not been honest with me, so I'm not going to extend you any courtesy of showing you a video when I don't need.
But I can show you videos.
No, you cannot.
After a few weeks, Elser was able to get in touch with the police chief, who wrote her in an email, quote, "After reviewing evidence you have provided, nicely done by the way, we have voided the summons that was issued." But Elser says she shouldn't have needed to prove her innocence and worries flock cameras can paint a picture police will rely too heavily on.
They need to be used properly and be used with caution in a conversation versus we're now going to use this to accuse anybody and everybody.
Did you see how aggressive that police officer was with her? Saying it's no doubt, it's 100%. You can't breathe, so to speak, without this technology, these flock cameras capturing your every move. And before I continue, please give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, and also leave a comment. Thank you. So let's continue. So once again, he was real aggressive, basically saying without a doubt, I don't care what you have, because she said, hey, I have video myself that can show that I'm innocent. And basically he didn't care. Now, that's a bad thing. Now, granted, police are allowed to lie to us as citizens. They just are. But that's neither here or there. I brought that out just in case somebody say, well, they're allowed to lie. But I think he was really sincere, and I may be 100% wrong, and he believed that he had this lady, or the cameras which tracked this lady to her house, that she was guilty of stealing that package, which was $25. The cost don't matter. If you take something that's stealing. Now let's get into look at this other video, and we're going to see what this other person is bringing out about these cameras. And to me, it's kind of alarming.
Some residents in Tempe expressing concern over a network of surveillance cameras that can find you all over the valley.
Yeah, and they're called Flock cameras, and they're not the typical red light camera. They collect and then share your data. Fox 10's Ashley Rodriguez is live to explain why many want the contract with the company to end. Ashley.
Yes. So the people I spoke to today say that these cameras are a part of a rapidly growing AI surveillance network. And as you mentioned, they don't just collect your data when you commit a crime like running a red light or stealing a car. They collect your data all the time. And they don't just share that data with law enforcement agencies. They can share it with private companies, businesses, HOAs, anyone who subscribes to Flock services.
My name is Bobby Nichols. I'm a Tempe resident of 25 years.
Bobby Nichols stands before the Tempe City Council, hoping to call attention to the city's numerous Flock cameras, a system intended to capture a vehicle's fingerprint and share the information in the name of solving crimes.
This is a clear abuse of our sensitive and personally identifying information.
Nichols, now a candidate for city council, says the cameras that are in nearly every state are used by thousands of police departments and businesses.
They capture every single car that passes by. They capture information about the make and model of the car, the license plate, who's driving the car, age, name, race, information like that, down to bumper stickers.
Flock has recently partnered with Ring doorbell cameras, adding even more information to their database. He says to sell and use to train their future AI models. Flock says it does not sell data without consent from the customer. But when the customer is police departments or businesses, it's not clear where your personal information will end up.
Flock can record different meetings that people go to, medical or religious institutions, and can build out basically an individual schedule based on tracking where their vehicle goes.
In a statement to Fox 10, Flock pointed to agencies collaborating with Homeland Security in Michigan to crack open an online child sex trafficking ring. But citizens point to other examples of personal data being shared.
And in one case, there was a woman who attempted to get an abortion out of state in Texas, and Texas used Flock's database to track her around the country.
Flock disputes that, saying Texas authorities use their system to assist a missing persons case, not an abortion enforcement case. But I'm told the larger issue with having these cameras in cities throughout the valley is the lack of transparency. A number of valley area cities have opted out of sharing the data collected, but there is concern Flock has built in a back door where subscribers, including ICE, can still access the personal information of millions of unaware people.
So it's a real concern of who is accessing data that is stored by Flock and for what reason. It's a real concern on our right to privacy.
Tempe responded to this story, writing in an email, the data collected is secure, confidential, and automatically deleted after 30 days unless it's part of an active investigation. To maintain community security, the number and locations of these cameras are kept confidential. Citizens groups and Nichols are working now to try to get this discussion on the agenda of city councils in Scottsdale and Tempe. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Now, how you feel about Flock cameras now? To me, wow. I don't know if I use the word scary, but an invasion of privacy is very much there. They can invade your privacy big time with this. I mean, when you wake up, go to leave your house, come back home, it's there. Now, is this software good for solving crime cases? Yes, it definitely is. At least that's how I feel about it. It has solved murders and other crimes. And that's a good thing because, hey, we all want crime to be solved. When you go back to the first lady and they accused her of stealing a package, somebody was stealing packages in that neighborhood, but thank goodness it wasn't her. And we would want, hey, we all get packages delivered to our home and we may not be home at the time. And we will want that situation solved. And these cameras can do that. But these cameras are so invasive of our privacy. And that's where the scary part comes in. Even though the majority of us have nothing to hide, but we still don't want somebody to say, hey, let me do a replay of what such and such did for this week. And they go back and be able to get this information, and everywhere we have went, someone could see it. Someone could see it. I know I wouldn't like that. I don't know about you all, but hey, please let me know how you feel about the flock camera systems. Drop a comment, please. Give the video a thumbs up. And also, please subscribe. And remember, opine matters sometimes.